Good evening and welcome to the news. First, let's take a look at the headlines. India's COVID tally crosses 60 lakh mark. Active cases in the country stands at 9.62 lakh. Dr. Harsh Vardhan launches ICMR's vaccine web portal and national clinical registry for COVID-19. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen participate in a virtual bilateral summit. And Shilllong to get direct flight to New Delhi. The news in detail. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 60 lakh with 82,170 new infections being reported in a day. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 9.62 lakh. In the last 24 hours, 1,039 deaths have been reported, taking the toll to 95,542. According to ICMR, during the last 24 hours, more than 7.9 lakh tests have been conducted. The total sample tested so far has reached over 7.19 crore. The country's recovery rate has reached 82.58%. During the last 24 hours, more than 74,000 COVID patients have recovered. Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has reached over 50.16 lakh. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan launched the ICMR's vaccine web portal and national clinical registry for COVID-19. This vaccine web portal will provide information related to the COVID-19 vaccine development in India and abroad. In addition, National COVID-19 Clinical Registry will collect data regarding clinical and laboratory investigations, treatments, management protocols and outcomes of hospitalized COVID patients in India. He said all the information about the vaccine development must be provided in a simple and transparent manner.
A strategy has to be planned whereby we can actually ensure that whatever good work has been done and whatever the outcomes of that research are, they are in some manner or the other, by making a good quality public health movement, we are able to ensure that they are delivered to the common people of India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Danish counterpart Mette Frederiksen held a virtual bilateral summit. MOU in the field of intellectual property cooperation between the two countries was signed on the occasion. Another major outcome was the joining of International Solar Alliance ISA by Denmark. The bilateral summit gave an opportunity to the two leaders to comprehensively review the broad framework of the bilateral relationship in the context of the time-tested friendly ties between the two countries. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma attended a virtual World Tourism Day conclave organized by the Ministry of Donor Government of India on the theme Emerging Delightful Destinations, wherein he spoke of the vital role tourism plays in leveraging the economy and enhancing livelihoods. He informed that in 2019, Meghalaya recorded 1.2 million tourist footfalls and the tourism sector has played a pivotal role in providing direct and indirect employment to the local people. He remarked that due to COVID-19 pandemic, tourism in the state has hit badly. However, the government has prepared a roadmap to revamp the tourism sector in the state. He informed that the government is working on a tourism model that encompasses the unique selling point of a particular destination that would showcase the best of Meghalaya from Khasi, Jointa Hills and Garo Hills. He remarked that all the destinations are being developed keeping in mind the principles of sustainable and responsible tourism.
People across the world and across the country have always seen Meghalaya state as a destination from the environment perspective, from the beautiful forests and the rivers that we have out here, the culture that we have and the people that we have. And we feel that is really what our strength is. And we want to continue to build our strategy on the basis of these strengths that we have. But we want to package it in a better manner. Eco-tourism and sustainable tourism must be at the crux of any strategy that we do. As a state government, we feel that this is a time that we're getting to relook into how we could re-strategize in terms of tourism and how we could make it better.
Meghalaya government is planning to have direct air connectivity with New Delhi. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma informed that direct flights from Delhi to Shillong will start by the end of October 2020. People travelling to New Delhi have been boarding flights from Guwahati. The government is optimistic that introduction of direct air links with New Delhi will play an important role in growth of the tourism sector in the state. Conrad K. Sangma also expressed his optimism that direct flights to Shillong will also start soon from other cities like Mumbai and Hyderabad. The government is yet to take a final call whether it should go ahead with upgrading the airport or go for a greenfield airport.
We'll be starting direct flights from Delhi to Shillong, and I think that is going to be a big boost to the tourism sector out here. These flights are expected to start towards the end of October 2020, which is about a month away. And I'm hopeful that in the coming months and very soon we'll be able to start flights from even metros like Bombay and Hyderabad also. So I think connectivity is very important, and we are very much aware of it, and that's the reason why we have taken the initiative to have a direct flight now to Shillong from Delhi. And I think that will open up a new sector for us completely.
The Meghalaya Veterinary Services Association Janta Hills District Unit, in collaboration with District Animal Health and Veterinary Department, West Janta Hills District, observed the World Rabies Day at Animal Health and Veterinary Hospital Lat Thalabo, Jawai. The day is celebrated annually to raise awareness about rabies prevention and to highlight progress in defeating the disease. This year, the theme for the day is End Rabies, Collaborate, Vaccinate. The motive of the program was to sensitize pet lovers on rabies vaccination and on the ways to prevent and control the disease. The organization collaborated with doctors, veterinarians, educators, community workers, policy makers to raise awareness about rabies. And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 23.1 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 17.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 98% while in the evening was 87%. Forecast: Shillong and its adjoining areas will have a generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. India's COVID tally crosses 60 lakh mark. Active cases in the country stands at 9.62 lakh. Dr. Harsh Vardhan launches ICMR's vaccine web portal and National Clinical Registry for COVID-19. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen participate in a virtual bilateral summit. And Shillong to get direct flight to New Delhi. That's all we have for you today. Do join us tomorrow for some more news updates. Until then, good night.